Welcome back to Wide Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at the Nightingale dev update. This is the first dev update like this that they've done. It is basically a video log. It covers some really interesting stuff, mainly around crafting and base building. There are some bits in there all about Unreal Engine 5 and also alpha testing. So if you're not interested in the alpha testing bits or the Unreal Engine 5 bits, skip to around about the 4-minute mark. All the links that you will need to get onto the alpha testing are in the description down below, so if you do want to check it out for yourself, head down there, click that link and have a little bit of a look. Whilst you're down there, fondle the subscribe button. Let's jump in and look at this dev
dangerous labyrinth.
Hey there everyone, Steph, the community manager from Inflection Games here. Welcome to our first developer update. We wanted to start a new series where we talk a little bit more about how the development of Nightingale is going and also what we're working on at the studio. In fact, we might even reveal a couple of cool new things from time to time. So for our first update, as of time of recording, we just wrapped up our first round of closed alpha testing. For this test, we selected a really small group of people. We're talking less than 100 people. These folks were invited to test out some of the early game experience, let us know how they like the survival mechanics, and also the early progression of the game. These folks encountered some of the missing features in the game, some missing UI, and of course some bugs, but they gave us some really valuable feedback about our game, including some positive stuff, but also some stuff that we need to work on. So for example, for the next playtest, we'll be focusing on simplifying our crafting mechanics so they're a lot more intuitive to new players. If you want to be involved with future playtests, the good news is there's still plenty of time to be involved. All you need to do is sign up for our newsletter on our website if you haven't already, and then fill out the survey whenever we send it out. If you've already filled out the link to that is in the description, by the way, guys. You're already in our list of potential candidates. Just sit tight for now. Once again, thank you so much to the people that played the game and gave us feedback, and also to all of the people who've been patient with us as they wait to get in themselves. For the next update, we're going to talk a little bit about Unreal Engine 5. Now, if you recall, way back in the summer, when we first announced our delay, you may remember that we referenced that Unreal Engine 5 was part of the reason why we delayed. We want to talk a little bit more about why we decided to make this upgrade and what it brings to Nightingale. So for that, I'm going to hand it off to Nick and Noel from the studio.
Hi everybody, I'm Nick.
So many things are delaying this year because they're upgrading to Unreal Engine 5. It's mental. I think that's, what, is it 30, 40, maybe even more than that percentage of the games that have been delayed are saying that's why they've been delayed. You know, if it results in a better game, fair play. Can't complain at all, to be honest.
I'm the technical art director on Nightingale.
And I'm Nola Kasowicz, I'm the environment director on Nightingale.
So we're going to talk about Unreal 5 and how it's making Nightingale even more awesome than we hoped. So I guess we, like everybody else, saw the Unreal 5 demo drop, I guess, summer 21, and everyone got excited on the project.
The whole team's been excited about this ever since it's been announced, and we're finally starting to see it pop up in the game and apply it to some of our systems. So the sooner we can get more of this stuff going, the better, and we're very excited about it.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah.
I'd say we've been waiting for it for a year, but we've been waiting for it for 20 years.
Long time. Yeah.
That does look cool, though.
But there are two main features that we're looking forward to taking advantage of with Nightingale, and they're called Lumen and Nanite. You can run us through Lumen.
Yeah, Lumen is a global illumination feature that allows for realistic lighting and reflections that you've never really been possible before in real time. And it's something that we...
This is something new that we've not seen before as well, a new little area. It's like somewhere that we'll be searching. Okay, that's very, very cool. It looks like it's an abandoned town of some sort. That's interesting. I genuinely thought that a lot of the buildings in the game were going to be player built. I didn't think we'd be finding random structures out and about. Unless this is a player built structure and the damage is like that and we're not seeing levels of damage and panels being destroyed. We're actually seeing the building itself starting to slowly decay and come down, which would be very, very cool if we did see that.
We've been waiting for, and it's finally here, and we're really taking advantage of it with our
that does look gorgeous,
and our realm card system, allowing to get all kinds of different fidelity. And
I think that's one of the things that's drawn me to this game so much, is just how absolutely stunning it looks, and it has done since they started showing the first trailers. I hope that it lives up to this and looks like this.
And features with that, so it's really kind of opening that up.
The other major feature is called Nanite, and that's a system that deals with virtualized geometry such that You don't need levels of detail in meshes anymore. You get very smooth transitions from what you see close up to what you see at distance, and it can support tens of millions of triangles.
That looks very
we're
cool.
currently looking for opportunities to take advantage of that too.
See, I haven't got a bloody clue what half of this stuff they're on about is, but apparently it results in a really nice looking game, which, yeah, alright, cool. I can understand that.
Thanks so much, Nick and Noel. We're going to share some footage of Nightingale utilizing Lumen and Nanite in a future update. Next, we'll be answering some of your burning community questions with another member of the team. Everyone, I'm here with Leah from the studio. We're here to answer some community questions. So Leah, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, hey Stephanie. I'm Leah. I'm the director of production here at Inflection Games.
Thank you. We're so excited to have you and answering some questions about our lovely game Nightingale. So first off, our first question. Can you talk a little bit about how character progression will work?
Yeah, absolutely. So for character progression, everything is items and kind of gear based. So
Oh, I like that very much. I love a bit of character progression. So I like this here. This looks like some sort of mini quests up the top right hand side. Dark Forest activities, deposit the items, speak with a nearby NPC to begin their request for items and resources. And then craft realm card materials with an ink making set and paper press on a crafting bench. Alright, I like that. That's very cool. So this does definitely look like we've got some sort of side activities. I think task could potentially be the main mission that we're going to have to do. And then this is obviously going to get our first realm card. And then down at the bottom here, it looks like these are just activities for the area that you're in. Which, well, here's the rewards. Tin, boar hide, boar meat. Okay, cool. So we're not just going to have to go out and be able to dismantle things and get things that way. We're also going to be able to actually get it by doing quests and just getting some rewards, which I like. And then on the left here, we have what looks to be there we go, the crafting bench. So these are the recipes. I'm assuming red is things that we haven't unlocked yet. It does seem that way. There's a few of the same weapon here. Recipe mold, 5 ingot, 4 lumber. I wonder what the scale's all about. Right, let's have a look. Let's keep going.
players will be able to craft better items and gear using resources.
That's cool. So ingot and lumber make ourselves a rifle.
Around the realms. And with
that is very nice. I like that timer.
Craft better items and gear using resources found from around the realms. And
I'm assuming we're going to be staying at the benches for things like that. And then, well, it says there was no attributes as well or anything on the actual crafting, which I would have thought you could potentially see what you're going to get from the crafting. Oh no, it's there. Sorry, no, I was wrong on that one. Sorry. Time required 30 seconds. Range level, range damage, strength, and weight.
Resources found.
Do they stay, or is that a rough range? Yeah, they stay. Okay. Modern rifle gun using the new bolt action mechanism, somewhat smoky in use.
The better gear and items, you're going to be able to take on harder
That's
challenges.
Cool.
Is there creature difficulty scaling in the game? And if so, how does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, it's really important that, you know, the deeper the realms you go into and explore, the harder kind of the creatures and monsters you face are going to get. So the important thing to know is that when you get into any realm, you're going to have different types of creatures, from, you know, your basic critters to wildlife to monsters. You'll get to meet our bound faction, and those will all kind of provide a nice level of challenge within a realm.
That as well looked like a new enemy there. I don't think we've seen that before.
To wildlife,
we might
monsters, have. You'll get to meet our bound faction.
So is that the bound faction?
And those will
looks like it's got a pig's head. I can't see it very clearly, which is a shame.
Of challenge
did you hear that noise? Listen very closely to that.
Our bound faction, and those will all kind of provide a nice level of challenge within a realm.
What a ding.
And then as you get into harder and deeper realms, the creatures will become harder as a result.
The next question is, what languages will be available in Nightingale at launch?
Yeah, so we'll be launching Nightingale in English, French, Italian, German, Spanish, and then we'll continue to evaluate and add additional languages post early access launch.
And the last one here is, can you talk a little bit about how building's going to work in the game?
Yeah, so our building system is blueprint based. You're going to go ahead and place
it does actually look like there.
Go ahead and place system
if that is a build base, that is slowly starting to decay. There we go, as you can see there. That does look like it's a player built then. So those buildings that we saw earlier could potentially be player built as well. Very interesting, I like that. It's different, you know, it's not just blocks falling apart. There's all sorts of different bits going on with that, which is nice.
And go ahead and place down.
I like these. So blueprint based, which I'm assuming whether we're going to have to actually find blueprints or whether it's something that we come across as we see items in the world. There we go. Realmwalkers often need a refuge-based temporary home. 6 wood bundle and cord. All right.
On a whole bunch of blueprints, you know.
No, it seems like there's going to be quite a bit of stuff just from the beginning, which is good. We'll be able to build a basic house. I don't know what this slide is for.
It's a very creative thing that you can do, sort of build out the estate exactly how you want and the location you want with all the different parts. We have a variety of different tile sets where, you know, excited.
Oh, okay. So we're going down the sort of forest route here. Forest and green hell route. Place a blueprint and then build upon it.
To show you as we get closer to early access launch, but I think you'll definitely be able to build out, you know, your best Victorian estate, that's for sure. And
nice.
Then, you know, we have different kind of more functional structures, you know, defense related structures. We have a variety of crafting benches. So there's a lot to kind of plan out when it comes to our building system.
I cannot wait to see what our players build.
That building system sounds really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Great.
All right, so that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me, Leah, and answering these questions for us all.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I'm not 100% sure on is obviously the sort of foresty style where we're going to have to go out and get loads of random bits and logs and wood. Obviously with stuff like Arc 7 days, you can reduce weight by crafting things in your inventory. So I do like that style a little bit more, I would say. You know, this could be relatively easy to actually craft and gather. And there are NPCs in game as well. So if we can get those to actually gather resources for us, that'll take a big weight off.
Thanks so much for your time.
And that's it for now.
Labyrinth.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Nightingale first dev update. Very, very cool. I wonder if they're going to do these monthly. They have put the 3rd of November in there, so it could be a fortnightly thing rather than a monthly thing. But very, very excited to see what else they have in store for us. I am definitely starting to fall in love with Nightingale. It looks absolutely amazing. So any support we get on the Nightingale content, I would greatly appreciate it. If you are a fan of Nightingale and survival games in general, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and stick around for much more survival content. For now though, I've been Wired, you've been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.